We're going to have the latest now on the war in Ukraine and Russian forces ramping up that major offensive in the eastern part of that country as the besieged city of Mariupol tries to hang on. Our foreign correspondent James Longman is there in Ukraine for us. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, Robin. The fight for control of the city of Mariupol is still raging this morning. And this, as we understand, there might be civilians in the basement of the steel plant where Ukrainian fighters are mounting their last stand.
This morning, a new plea from inside the besieged city of Mariupol. The commander of Ukrainian forces there releasing a video saying they have only days or even hours left and telling the Washington Post, "We will not lay down our weapons." Ukrainian forces are dug in at the Azovstal steel plant, but the city council says over 1,000 civilians are also taking refuge. A far-right paramilitary group with the Ukrainian National Guard shared these images saying they show civilians sheltering in the plant. Russia says civilians aren't there. But this woman says, "We lost our home, we lost our livelihood." The video couldn't be independently verified by ABC News. Russian-backed forces attempted to storm the plant, but they've so far been unable to dislodge their entrenched opponents. President Zelensky, in an address to the country, saying the Russian army will forever inscribe itself in world history as perhaps the most barbaric and inhuman army in the world. Russia's offensive intensifying across eastern Ukraine. Moscow says this is part of its next phase of the war. A senior US defense official saying the fall of Mariupol and the Donbass are not inevitable and that military aid from the US and others is making its way east, making it into the hands of Ukrainian fighters. They're protecting this, the villages just miles away from the front line, where people are now seeing war on their doorstep.
This is right where a missile landed from Russia, right next to people's homes. I mean, what is the military objective of hitting a place like this?
We need to continue living, this woman says. What else can we do? In the village, we witness evidence of a potential incendiary attack. Those are missile strikes that create massive fires, which when used on civilian areas constitute war crimes. Resistance here takes many forms. Vitaly's farm is close to the Russian front, but he plows on.
Russians are bombing your farm. Why are you still here?
We're fighting on the second front line, he says, the front line of supplying our country with food. Even when the shells come, I will still be working, because that is my duty.
Now, Russia has yet again called on those fighters in Mariupol to lay down their weapons. But the fight for that city has been so bitter because control of Mariupol would give Russia a major advantage going into the second phase of this war.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.